First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. And yes, I'm going to discuss more on this problem with people who are ranting racist and also just on top of that, being very unprofessional in the business. So, in any business or line of work you get in, you're definitely going to be bumping into this. You're definitely going to be dealing with a person who's racist. It's not the first time I've been called this word before. I've been called this word quite a few times. So, it isn't something like I'm sitting there um, that hurt me at the end of the day. Like I said, I've seen this in business many times before. After a while, you've been in business for a while, you develop a form of thick skin, but still, it's an ignorant thing to say to somebody at the end of the day. So this person was extremely bold. He felt the need to not only call me several times, and when I called him, he didn't. I didn't see this racist slur, but when I called him, he just went into the whole right there from the door, repeating the same N word over and over again, again, again. I mean, everything he said without his entire sentence about how I didn't understand how copyrights function and work. Basically, he was just going through endless rants, which we find it kind of interesting because, like I said, the last person we had this conversation with about the person we're actually suing for touching a copyright is Fernando Gonzalez. Now, I'm not tying him to this, but like I said, they're going to be doing an investigation, tracing the number, figuring exactly where this guy is from and all that, and everything from there. But as I said before, that is the only person that basically that we're coming after for copyrights infringements touching our copyrights. Now, like I said, I've received nasty messages from that individual. I received nasty messages from Partey. These are people that are supposed to be professionals in the field. They're supposed to be when you sell products to other people, you're supposed to carry yourself as a professional. You don't go off on these nasty rants of calling people curse words and very disgusting, doing very disgusting things at the end of the day to basically try to slander somebody as much as possible. You don't do that. Now, the only thing we do on our end is we out your nonsense. That's what we do. We come on here and we out these scams that you're pulling on websites. We out the products that don't work correctly, that are matching house paint, cutting corners and demonstrations, just doing all kinds of stuff to manipulate people to buy your products when actually deep down inside, they don't actually work. But as for the racial slurs, yes, I've heard them quite a lot of times in this business. Keep in mind, there aren't too many people of my color that basically make these particular products, and my products are extremely good. They're very good. So because of that, I actually received quite a few ignorant comments down through time. So this is the text message that we got from a fellow who felt the need to call my house and then leave a nasty message calling me the N-word. We thought we put this on open so everybody can see this, where he felt that I didn't understand how copyrights actually work. Well, to explain it to you so you can get a better understanding that if you take someone's copyrighted material and you basically go in, take this copyrighted material and you use it for your own will, even slander it, you can be sued for it. But apparently he doesn't know what he's talking about at all, period. There is the full message right there. So the individual who sent this, if you're angry because you're now on blast on social media, you should have thought about that before contacting me and acting the way you acted. You need to carry yourself a little bit more respectful to other people. If you're racist toward me this way, I'm pretty sure you're racist toward other people of different color. There is a way to talk to people at the end of the day. Now, like I said, we posted this on our business page, and we also posted this on our on our business page, and we also posted this on a couple other pages. Now what, you want to go get a lawyer and say, hey, he did me wrong, he posted my number? Yeah, we posted your number. Well, you violated my, well, guess what, you just called me at the end of the day to my violating civil rights. I wouldn't even bring that up, to tell you the truth honestly. When they do find out where you're at, I plan to basically go a little farther than that. We need to file some charges or do whatever has to be done. But you should not be allowed to go around and treat people any way you want to treat them at the end of the day. Make sure that was just recently, yesterday, when we received that. Now, like I said, I'm used to seeing people being very unprofessional in the field. As I told you before, dealing business with Crow or Crow 1176, we purchased products from his site to bring down here for testing. And in each receipt we received, we got nasty messages in his receipts. Nothing racist, but some very nasty, disturbing messages in his receipts. And again, this is unprofessional, very unprofessional on how you carried yourself through the entire business ordeal. Even at one point, like I said, shipping this over a black paint, not even shipping this over the product, shipping over committing mail fraud and shipping this over black paint. Which I'm gonna come over here for a minute. Pop in here, make sure we don't have any important information popping up on this side. Turn this to the side. Sometimes I have business accounts popping through, or people asking me questions. I don't want their information popping up. Unfortunately, it's a shame, but it's one of the things that you have to go through in business. You have to deal with racism. You have to deal with people being very unprofessional, people just doing all kinds of dirty things. You have to deal with that. All right, let's get that on the printout real quick. So this right here is a message that we've received from Partey. Like I said, not professional, very unprofessional in the field. This is a person who comes on YouTube acting like a professional, saying he sells screen paint products, but deep down inside, this is how he carries himself. This is an email that we've received from him where both of them, Crow and Partey, or Fernando and Danny, basically decided to come up with a plot to make it sound like this particular email was sent by me due to the fact of a cancel order, which we never received a cancel order at all due to the fact that they have no form of receipts backing up any cancel orders at all. But we have bunches of receipts on them canceling their orders. But this is the kind of messages that we receive from him at the end of the day. And this is also too going to be posted today also. So there it is. This is from Partey, AV, your business right there. This is the subject. You felt the need. Mind you, you're supposed to be a professional at the end of the day. This is not how you're supposed to act, but this is the kind of stuff we deal with. Now, keep in mind, as he was making these comments, we went in and we purchased from his site 5 times. And each time in 5 times, he returned all the money back to our account because he couldn't back the product up. When he came out here making this comment about slapping me in the face and all this nonsense, And I guess he felt he was going to send me this threat at the end of the day. And this right here was going to discourage me from buying his products. Maybe this may work with some of the people you know. It doesn't work with us over here. We consider this to be a joke when you carry on like this because we don't take you seriously. So we went in and bought your products anyway, and you canceled all the orders and put the money back in our account, showing that you can't back your products up. But they try to reverse this and change the emails to make it sound like I sent it out. But if you look at it very carefully in the original email, it says from, in which it came from you, with your email address attached to it, dated, which you try to remove all that out to begin with. And then as you start to scroll down, you will see right here where the subject is. And this is where he goes into the rant of cursing me out. And you said about following suit. No, I don't think that's going to happen. But we can follow suit against you due to the fact, like I said, you can't post someone's pictures without their permission. If you take pictures of someone and someone catches you, you have to sign it. They have to sign a consent form giving you permission to be able to use their pictures. Other than that, you can't do that. At the end of the day, you should know better and you should know the law before you come out and make comments, because that was one of the things that was brought up in the racist rant when the individual called my phone. It's interesting that two of the things that came up, one was about pictures and the other one was about copyrights, which are only two individuals that we were having a conversation about that. And one was Parts Hey about the pictures. The other one was Crow or Jamie or Fernando. I forget, he gets so many names he goes by, about the copyrights. So this is a rant that he went into. And then if you look at the bottom, not only does he go into a complete rant of all these curse words and carrying on, very unprofessional again, he puts his information at the bottom, which he has his website, which is at Squarespace, his Facebook account, and Instagram account. And this is supposed to be a person that's supposed to be a professional at selling screen paint products. Carrying on like this. All right. Now, these, after making these comments and after making statements that false statements in his backyard about how we canceled an order on him, we went in and placed an order for him multiple times. And each time these orders were placed, orders were refunded and money was put right back to our account. Yeah, refund from Parts A. Money put right back into the account. And what we ordered. So going through all that, they go into these real nasty rants to just go in and basically put the money back in our account. Now, last I've heard from this individual, he used to call me every Sunday with these rants of curse words and just onslaughts of being very unprofessional, just carrying on, just acting up. Until we actually sent over a copy of his returns, and then he hasn't called back ever since then. All right, let's get to the other one. This is another individual, very unprofessional. Crow 1176. We've actually talked about this one quite a bit. This is an email that was sent, and now he's going into a whole complete Karen mode about how we have been harassing him. We've been trying to get his product. First things first is you're going to do reviews on other people's products, and you're going to go in and slander their work. When it comes time for people to do review against your products, you guys cancel orders left and right, which means you can't back your work. And again, we have made this statement multiple times. Neither party had ever ordered from our website, never have placed an order. So basically, they claim they have to go through other people to get this product from us. I even had Fernando call me up after a live stream and tell me that he was in the middle of a live stream and he wanted me to confirm the order. I said, you don't have to do that. You can place the order right now. This is how we found out about the Network Gray 773 videos. This is how we were able to track them down. So we still haven't received any orders from him at all, period. Nothing, not a thing. I don't want, like I said, on the door, I don't want to see any more demonstrations of claiming that you have to go to other people to get our products because you don't even go to the website and place an order. And there's a reason why. Usually when he has containers, these are containers that were already open, which he claims he's got them from other customers, which we doubt that. And he opens up these containers, he mixes whatever he mixes into them to make the screen paint look not the way it's supposed to look. These are the reason why there are lawsuits being placed against them for these actions. So, since it's so hard for you to get the product as you claimed, we're telling you it's not that hard. You can go right to the website and order, which we have no idea why he chose to call me up, I think it was last week, and ask for a confirmation from us to go in and buy the product. Now, how come we haven't seen any orders? The reason why we haven't seen any orders is because one, this is something he can't get around. He can't tamper with the product. He won't have an open container. This is a container that will be sealed by us. This is a container that will be tested and displayed by us. And there'll be two other beta testers that will have the same paint that again, if the reaction comes up different than theirs, then he knows there's going to be a problem. It's a no way out situation. So it's a situation that he can't do because, again, there's no way for him to tamper with the product, which clearly shows that because he hasn't placed the order and it has been so long. Keep in mind, he's called me asking for permission to place an order, and I said, go right ahead. The reason why the order never went through due to the fact that he can't falsify the product. That's why. And he will have the 100% real deal in his environment and his product will not hold up. And he knows this. That's the reason why no order was ever placed. But he did that to just show off that I don't understand how people work like this. You do know you have to follow through on this, right? You made the statement. I mean, I don't care about the money today, but you have to follow through. If I make a statement that we're going to buy next month, we are planning to buy all your products, including the other one. I've actually kept my word because we have receipts downstairs showing multiple canceled orders. Now, he's going into a bit of a Karen mode, which means he's now ranting that we're obsessed, we want his products, this, that, and the other. But what Jamie or Fernando doesn't understand is you sent this out, the email. See, this is what he forgets right here. He forgets this email he ever sent out. So in the 15 cancellations, they're actually tied to this email, which is posted to multiple sites. And in the email, he basically tells us that we can go purchase, buy with confidence, enough with all the nonsense. And we did. We went in and we ordered 15 from him. And each one of those orders were actually, but money was returned back to our account. But that's not the more interesting part. The interesting part is that on these receipts were very nasty messages. This is what I mean by unprofessional. This is something you don't do. Your receipts were posted yesterday to 4 form sites showing people at the end of the day, as a customer, I myself, purchasing your products, how we were treated, with a bunch of nasty messages running across your receipts, which we don't understand because, again, this is what you sent to us. You sent us permission to buy, and that's what we did. We went and we purchased. Now, in all that, he even adds in an insult at the very end, where he asks me to be a man for the first time in your life and place an order. Well, I did 15 times. And in all 15 times, the money was returned right back to the account. So who are you mad at the end of the day? You've done this to yourself. These are your orders right here. These are the messages that were popping up, little nasty messages. We even have messages of Fernando in the middle of a chat talking to him, and he felt the need to post pictures. He felt the need to call us nasty comments and all kinds of stuff. This does not go well with you. This shows at the end of the day you are not professional in any way whatsoever. Even we have a transaction which was posted today, and the transaction clearly shows of us talking back and forth with you on purchasing a product from you. You giving us your guarantee that you were going to ship out this item. And when the item got here, it was black paint. Also showing that we won this case. This has all been posted today. It's time for people like you to be outed. Now you can get mad and get upset and go, oh, this is wrong. No, it's not wrong. You know how you have to learn how to treat people a little better at the end of the day. You don't have canceled orders from me. You don't have email rants of me calling you curse words, which you tried to do that with Partay's old email. You tried to go in and manipulate, which we did a recording on that. They went in and tried to manipulate the email to make it sound like I sent it. And with Partay walking back and forth in his backyard, claiming that I canceled his order. And yet we still have requested these so-called documents showing that these orders were canceled and never received one yet. Still waiting. This is since last year. So we went in and placed orders for that particular individual. And again, 5 cancellations from him. So these are the messages, disturbing messages that he was actually sending across his canceled orders. Again, I don't even know why you would even start with this, because you sent us the email to buy and then beckoned us by saying, be a man, order, be a man for the first time in your life. So we ordered. So now we ordered and the orders are coming through. He gets scared. He starts putting money back into the account. And then here comes the onslaught of crazy messages. Now, in this one, he basically states that we are banned from the site, from ordering from us. How do you give someone an opportunity so you can buy, but when they start buying, you start getting nervous and you start saying you're banned from buying from my company? I would not consider it to be a company, not by far. And trust me, from what we've seen already from the website, far from it. But as you can see right here, now mind you, that's what they find interesting on the forum site. They find it interesting that he sent this email telling us to buy, beckoning us, and then we go buy. Now each receipt, return order is coming back with these crazy messages attached to them. Let me see. And this one, which we don't understand why, he wants us to call him. Now, why would I call you? Why? What would be the purpose of me wasting my time to call you on something that is going to be complete foolishness? You just sent us an email telling us to buy. Why would I need to call you? For what? I can go right to the website, pick out whatever I want, add it to my shopping cart, pay for it, and have it shipped to my address. Why would I need to call you? Again, weird stuff. Very weird. Let me see. There's another one right here. And this one, in these messages, he puts down another message where he says, you know why I won't sell you? He wants me to call him again. So he's asking me to beg, he's begging me to call him again. Again, why would I need to call you? You gave me a link where to buy. There's no reason for me to call you. To know why I won't sell it to you, call me. Why would I? Why? That doesn't make any sense. You send me a link to buy. I go make my purchases. And now you want to cancel orders and you want to tell me, call me, but you want me to call me so you can tell me why. Again, that sounds like somebody who's schizophrenic or basically has multiple personalities. Something's going on. It does not click right, because that doesn't sound right at all. And this is what people are picking up on the forum site on why in the world he just gave you a link. Yeah, this is the craziness that's stirring up around this guy. Again, like I said, person is not stable at the end of the day. Here's another one where we ignore him. We're not calling him for what? He goes into rants. He starts saying now harassment. So now as we make another order, it's harassment now. How is it harassment if we order from you? That's like someone goes into a supermarket to buy food. Oh, come on in, buy whatever you want, buy whatever you want. And then you call the police and say, they stole from me. It's exactly what you did. Now, if the email didn't exist and we came in and bombarded your site and ordered 15, and even if you got the right to refuse business from us, and we did it anyway, you know what I mean? Just bombarded your site with all these orders and you gave us back the money, that's a different story. But that's not the story. The story is that you sent us an email. And not only did you send us an email, you insulted us, you said nasty things in that email, and then you basically told us to be a man and buy. So if I don't buy, I'm not a man. And if I do buy, then I'm basically harassing you. I am basically being banned from your site, which that's impossible. And we're basically just harassing you on every level. No, you can't use that. That's what Karens do. Karens do that kind of nonsense. So Karen will get up there, get up in your face, carry on and act up. And then when that heat comes down on top of them, they play innocent. They fall, they're hurt, their legs and says, you touch me. They go through that whole drama queen nonsense. This is what you just pulled, a Karen. Let's get another one. Here's another one in the receipt. He leaves another message because we're live. We're streaming all this live, so you know this. Make sure that he doesn't do anything stupid because Crow says some very interesting, colorful words at the end of the day. Don't need your business. Have a blessed day. Stay away. Thanks. Now, again, you beckoning me to buy. Again, but telling me that be a man for the first time in my life and buy from you. You're a professional. This does not sound like a professional. But now you're begging us to stay away from you. When someone tells me to buy whatever I want, I go buy whatever I want. And that's what I did. Here's another canceled order from you. Let's see. It was one of the first ones that came through because we didn't get any insults on those right there. So when you send emails like this, no need to go through all the nonsense, order with confidence. That sounded like a ton of nonsense, which a lot of people pointed out. Excuse me. Sorry about that, people. When you send us a link, hey, check out my products right here. This is when you went through the whole rant. This is your email right there, correct? Isn't that your email? That's your email, right? There you go. That's you. Now, this is the link you sent us, correct? Telling us to buy what we wanted, right? This is the message you sent to us, right? Carrying on, saying enough with all the nonsense. We're not going to repeat that word. Here's my site. There you go. Order all you want and done. That's what I did. I ordered all I wanted. Not like you. I'm a professional. All right. Then you went on with the whole enough with the ranting, just buy my mixes. You said just buy your mixes, right? Well, that's what we did. And we bought your mixes, and what happened? You returned our money back to our account, and you went into this huge, massive rant of sending these nasty messages across each receipt. How are we obsessed? How are we basically harassing you if you just gave me an email saying, hey, buy whatever you want? And then you go into a Karen mode. And then right here at the bottom, you get right at the bottom, you go into this whole rant about the best of the best. And you say at the end, be a man for the first time in your life. So who would be the man at the end of the day? I made my purchase. Every last one of the orders got canceled. Money went back into my banking account with no problem whatsoever. And the funny thing about it is, like I said, still this individual has not placed an order through our website. He claims he has to go to other people to make these purchases. What is the point of you calling me up and recording me saying you can order if you weren't planning to make an order? Which means if you can't go to the website and place an order, that means all the reviews you have done against our products are completely false because you don't have the real product itself. I've never seen you buy from our product. I've never seen you do an unboxing of our product from our website, showing bill of receipt. But we can show you bill of receipt on our end. As a matter of fact, I guarantee you that next month when we start placing orders for your products, that the reason why we have to go through, and we're talking about the unprofessional part, not the racist part, we have to go through other people to order these products, because if we don't, we will not get these products intact. If we order from him, and we've already been through this before multiple times, this isn't the first time we've been through this with Fernando. We've been through this in 2019 where it got so bad for him in the middle of a transaction, he actually removed his entire eBay listing altogether. It went bye-bye. Even in some of the rants, he was going back and forth. When people were in the room watching this, he was claiming that he can't order it. We can't order anything. But we showed a confirmed shipping of a product that landed on our doorstep, showing it came from you, which our address was legit. You tried to use it as an excuse in the rant. And then when it got to the point where he kept hiking the price up, in the middle of this live stream, trying to discourage us from buying from us, he went to the last resort, as in removing the entire account. Now, you know me. I'm not a person who likes to talk about things and not back them up. So we know that. So if I say it, then it's true because we can back it up. Let's go with removing, wait for this thing to go. Removing eBay account. So it's just interesting. Now, like I said, as for the racist stuff, yeah, we get it all the time. I get it all the time. I do. I'm used to it. And it doesn't make it right? No, it doesn't make it right. But people still do it. And I'm pretty sure anybody else is different color or race has probably received their fair share of racism. And this is why it needs to be put on blast. Now, that fellow can get upset all he wants and say, oh, you put my number up there. Well, guess what? You don't call people's houses and you don't leave racist rants and you don't get put on blast. And I'm pretty sure you just hit an onslaught of phone calls because, yes, there are a lot of people upset by what they saw. Because I guarantee you wouldn't have said that to somebody's face. No, you wouldn't have. Most people like that are usually cowards. They hide behind phones and computers. They will not come out in the open. So let's go here. Now you see all this stuff right here? It's popping up. This is all you, Fernando Gonzalez. These are basically where you lost your listing. You lost your whatchamacallit with PayPal. These are your fake screen paints. You show up on our search engine optimizer is extremely good. I tweaked it myself. All I have to do is just type in a few things and boop, number one, mine will pop up. Yeah, right there. Even on your website. I'm not going to go into the website. We're not talking about that. We're not going to go into the website. We're strictly talking about how you carry yourself as a professional, and you're not a professional. You're far from it. Far from it. We're not going to go into the whole misspelling on your accounts. Oh, sorry for a minute. Delete it, eBay account. We're not going to go into the whole things about your website. We're not going to talk about that because that's not about that. We're addressing how you two carry yourselves as professionals at the end of the day. I don't know how you practice business practices, but partay, you don't send people nasty messages with curse words and threats in it, and then have your business attached to it. That is extremely stupid at the end of the day. 1176. So we can track her down. I always put everything with her. Well, this is the video right here, yeah, where we got scammed. That's definitely out and running around. That's the black paint we got scammed at. Let's go to our videos. Oh, we found this one. This one popped up. This is the fake email. Oh, this is something else. This is the email that these two had a conspiracy about, basically going in and trying to make it sound like I sent the email, but we're not going to get into that. Well, actually, that is very unprofessional. It's bad business practice right there. Very bad business practice. Committing conspiracies. She's still a little slow. I'm still cleaning the machine right now, running a defragging the hard drive. So she's a little slow right now. Very. What time we got here? Because I can't go with my time. We got projects we're working on downstairs. And I want to be able to get to that today. I have to be on a couple other sites for that one. There's new products we got. We got the gamer paint we're going to be launching pretty soon. Wow, we didn't think we had that many on here. We have quite a bit. Let's see. All right, I know it brings it up, and it's weird too, but I don't know why. 1100 lumen challenge. Oopsie. The stool. That'd be us. We need to post that too on top of that. All right, I'm not gonna waste time on this. It's in here. We just have to find the link. We'll put it in the which one. We got a lot of links. I had no idea we had literally that many videos of him committing fraud on Google search. There is a lot of them. But I mean a lot of them. Basically, this is video evidence of basically of him committing fraud. These are all him, literally, from basically our research on basically of him committing multiple frauds. But I'm not going to go through all this. I'll find the link. I'll put it below. That's what we'll have to do because we have a lot in there. I wonder if I could search this through on here. This is where I should be going through. Let me see. We'll go right to the source. That'd be way back. That'd be way back where we had, what were we using at that particular time? Wallpaper. We're doing wallpapers. These are canceled. Well, these are live transactions where orders were canceled in live transactions. These are basically where Crow basically wanted to rant. And this is a live stream rant. Hold on for a minute. In a live stream rant showing you we're unprofessional. Hold on for a minute. We have to click on this. This is actually a live stream rant where he went into a room and he went off. And because again, not professional. Now, like I said, we'll keep this separate. No racial slurs were mentioned in these comments at all with him back and forth. Have we received interesting emails from him? Yeah, we have. We have received some pretty colorful emails from him. But as in this conversation here, no. This is just him being strictly unprofessional. And the way he carried himself, very unprofessional. I told you those memes come back to bite you in the face, and they do. That's a full conversation recorded, and it's not the first one. We have 13 recorded conversations of you carrying on and acting up this way. See? Very unprofessional. This is how he carries himself. This is a person at the end of the day who gets on camera and calls himself a professional, but this is how he treats people at the end of the day. That does not make you look good or professional. Does this bother me? No. I expect for people, when people are jealous, when people get to a point where they're threatened by a product, this is how they carry themselves. We don't do stuff like this at the end of the day. I'm a professional. I don't do this. But this is what you do. A 16-year-old, a child does this. Not only they're 16-year-old, maybe a 16-year-old, but children do this at the end of the day. This is what kids do. This is a man who has a family, that's married, and he calls himself a professional, yet this is how he carries himself. And you're a professional. This is how you carry yourself. Can you imagine if Coca-Cola, Pizza Hut, Nike, PlayStation, Xbox did stuff like this? Very unprofessional. This is why you're going to be putting on blast today. All those unprofessional things you've done, all put on blast. Are you a professional or not? No, you're not. You're far from it. Do you have anything like this from me? Nah. We don't do stuff like that. See how you carry yourself? Look at that. Not a very professional person. This is not a person you want to do business with at the end of the day. And this is the reason why companies will not sign you to contracts. Another canceled order, live stream, transaction that went through, went in a canceled order. We even have one where he went and he hiked the price to keep us from buying. That is a lot of effort to go through to make sure someone doesn't get your product. You've lost two. We found he lost two claims with PayPal. See that on the table? That is all your canceled orders. You and Partay combined. Those are your canceled orders sitting on my table. That's how many canceled orders I have from you. You don't have one from me because, again, you're afraid to purchase off the website because you have the real product and you can't tamper with it. There's your email being posted right there. As you claim, be a professional. Buy all you want. Even went in and changed out his account to put the picture of the raven, not knowing that that is a tablecloth. And you still haven't done the rest of those tests correctly too, which you're still waiting for him to finish those up, but he hasn't done them yet. I don't think they're going to ever happen anyway. There's another case he lost again. He's lost multiple cases against us. There's another order that was canceled, transaction that was ordered online. we all know what that is. We're not going to get into that. That's not about that today. Multiple cancellations. Found it. This is the email. We're going to make sure we make a copy of this and post this because this is a hard one to find. Very hard one to find. This is back 2 years ago. We were in the process of purchasing screen paint from Crow. This is why all transactions are recorded now. When we tried to make orders for his product to bring him over here for testing, he kept canceling the orders, stating that no one's going to know. We put in a live stream and started recording everything. This is where the live stream recording started from. So in this right here, Crow not only goes in and hikes up the price of his product, but he goes in and he canceled his entire eBay listing to keep us from ordering this product. And as you can see the date, 2 years ago. This would be when I had the room with all the video game stuff in the room at the time. So as we're trying to place this order to get this product over here, he goes into a complete onslaught rant. He got busted several times because he tried to make money, knowing he was being streamed. He tried to go in. Did we just come out of this commercial to go back into his commercial? That's why I said that. YouTube, you're doing way too much. Just came out of a commercial to go into commercial. So right here, you'll notice if you look at his price, how much does he sell his screen paint? He sells his screen paint for how much? He sells it for $80 to $89. You see the price of that paint? That paint is $129. That was what refunded to our account. You see his name right there? Fernando Gonzalez. That's you. I told you, we have documents that go back on Crow for days. We have all kinds of crazy evidence against him of committing fraud, all kinds of stuff. You'd be surprised how much stuff we have on him. All these, so 2 years ago, we got documents that go back as far as 2 years on this individual committing all kinds of fraud. If we were to post all your stuff, we would literally have to set up an entire website just to hold all the evidence we have against you. This is in a live stream where you went in and you hiked the price of your paint. It started off when his paint was around $75. It went from $75 all the way up to $130. And every time we would come to place an order, he'd hike the price up. Scared because he didn't want us to buy from him. So he kept hiking the price up. So we kept going in and buying. So then he goes in, he makes a statement by saying that, well, we can't ship it to you because your address doesn't come up. Interesting. Address does not come up. So we kept stating that the address is not legit. Didn't realize that on that account right there, that there was a order that went through showing the exact same address we were having this paint shipped to, confirming the order went through, confirming the package was delivered. And that's when he had nothing left but to pull his account. We've been through this before with Partey. Partey going into his backyard, making these endless empty rants, grown man as he is, going in the backyard, making empty rants about how we canceled an order. I said, fine, we'll place an order from you today. And that's what we did. What happened to it? Order money went back to our account. We placed 4 more, money went back to our account. But yet I have you make these comments, both of you make these comments. It's so hard to get our products, and yet we're still waiting for you to place an order. So let's go on here. This is what we're showing. This is what went on. Hold on for a minute. Let me get it. My machine up and going so you can hear what's going on.
That light tends to produce amazing contrast level. That's one of the problems you're going to have with light greaser. The product, this product, and
now listen what he says right here. The order was canceled. This is why the order was canceled. The seller canceled the order due to the following reason: buyer's shipping address, which he made a statement when we're on live stream by telling people that, look, this guy is lying. We can't ship to his address. It's unshippable. You got to be careful about saying stuff online because you will get embarrassed. And I explain it to people. Be professional when you're around me. There's multiple orders went through. Let me show right here. They're right in here. This is where he yanked the eBay listing down. We're going to go past that. Now, I want you to look at this very carefully. Do you see what that is? That shows a confirmed order that went to our house. We purchased from this individual. So you're in there making these statements. Let me get a charger real quick. Hold on. I can't make it up, people. Don't you? Can't make it up. Cat, stand over, please. I explained to you, gentlemen, very carefully. You can understand this. I've taken quite a lot of people to court, and I have. I don't lose. You know why? I do my research. I do my homework. I'm very thorough about what I do. I have enough evidence on you, Fernando, to choke a horse easily. That case is going to be so open and shut, it's not going to be funny. I doubt. I think your attorney, once we send him the information, he's going to advise for you to take a plea deal. Take the consequences as they come. I guarantee you. That's usually what mostly happens. So I don't go into court with a bunch of hearsay. I come in with evidence. That's what I come in. This is why I hired people to do certain work for me, to be able to track down and get information that is needed, as in tracing IP addresses, cell phones, all that stuff, so we can link everything together. I do my homework. When I walk into a courtroom, I am prepared. Just like you're watching me go through these thorough, detailed documents of multiple recordings of you slandering, carrying on, acting up, displaying all kinds of different acts of indecency. And right here, even in a live stream, where you claimed that my address was unshippable, because you want to show the people that were watching the products that, hey, look, this guy's harassing me. At the end of the day, I can't ship it to him. His address is unshippable. But didn't realize that we have transactions on everything. And here it shows that a product was delivered to our house from you to this address with a tracking number showing confirmed delivered. So how is my address unshippable if I have a product showing that the address is right there showing that a product was delivered? But you posted this to make it sound like, well, that address is unshippable. We can't ship it to it. See, this is the reason why you will not win in court. Because the way you talk, the way you carry on, the way you act, I'm waiting for you to lose your temper. We're waiting for that one to pop off. Because again, you don't know how to back yourself. You're like a bull in a china shop. You go in and you start tearing things up and raging and carrying on, not realizing that you are causing so much damage to yourself. Everything I say, I back up. I sat there and said on camera, well, I said it. Let me show you. I back everything up. I don't say it unless I can back it up. So this right here is where he had removed the entire listing in fear of us going in and buying more paint from him. And this is where we're trying to get our hands on the Personal Mix. The Cinemax didn't even exist. It was Personal Mix, Metallica Mix, and the UV Mix.
That's my email to keep me from ordering from you. I'm going to order every last thing you pay you own, and I'm going to bring it over here. That's the bottom line. I'll show you right here.
You hear that clicking going off in the background? That is my phone going off because he is frantically texting us, because he's terrified.
So I don't know what the problem is, bro. You don't want your products coming over here. We requested the paint. We said we're going to order every last one of your screen paints. This was an opportunity.
Since the first time we've been to this.
And you canceled my order.
2 years ago.
Now, you don't understand, Mr. Crow. Before I actually shot this video, I shot a video we actually placed in the order, showing that we did place an order for your product. No sooner than that order went through, you contact me and tell me you canceled the order, which shows that your product, pretty much, you don't want that light screen paint to pop over here, because we can easily display and show, as we were supposed to, that your product is no different from bare silver screen or any other gray screen paint out there on the market.
Now, did you hear what I just said? From bare silver screen or any other gray house paint on the market, gray screen on the market, which now, 2 years later from now, we now have videos of him posting a demonstration of his product of Network Gray 773 and matching it. Even if you sit there and say that no one, they're two different products, well, you tell that to the 2,000 and 3,000 people who went through a forum site and looked at that and said, nope, they're the same. But that's not about that here nor there. This is showing you the bad practice that these individuals practice at the end of the day. So right here, we're placing the order again. And while placing the order, he got frustrated and he removed the entire listing. Somebody was in the room with us. A few people in the room.
The listing has ended. He pulled the listing. The listing was ended by the seller because there was an error. He pulled the ending. He pulled the freaking listing. So he pulled his own listing to keep us from getting our hands on the paint.
You find that interesting? It's not the first time we've watched him pull listings. Partey did it in a live stream. Partey got so scared in a live stream that he literally pulled his entire marketplace down to keep us from buying from him. But yet we're the ones with the fake products. I would think a person in my statue that would have a product that's so fake at the end of the day would not be an easy challenge to conquer at the end of the day, but yet we're the ones who give out the challenges that no one seems to be able to beat at the end of the day. And these are the ones that are giving us back money. These are the ones that are pulling their listings to stay away from us. Even getting to the point where they're so freaking hostile, so scared that they leave us very disturbing, threatening messages because they are terrified. The original email. Now, how sad does it get for these two individuals? Extremely sad, and I'll tell you why. Some reason why, with Partey walking in his backyard making false accusations against our company, claiming that we have canceled these orders, these two decided to docker this email. This is the original email that was sent to us. They doctored the email to make it look like we sent it to him after he canceled the order. These are grown men at the end of the day. Mind you, this is a man sitting in his apartment in the dark explaining that proof that I canceled an order. So these two decided to have this conspiracy between each other. Let's go on, let's doctor the email, make it look like it came from him. And you go in your backyard and you have this conversation on camera about him canceling. You guys can't get any dumber than this. I hate to call people stupid at the end of the day, but we also have that video too. We showed you how you wanted to change things around and showing you the original email that was sent to us by Partey, going into this freaking rant of curse words and even leaving his company information at the bottom of it. That's like Coca-Cola leaving you a message and calling you every freaking nasty name in the book and says, hey, Coca-Cola at the bottom, leaving their stamp at the bottom showing that this is us. Again, not too smart. So he goes into this talk about how, Partey canceled this order. And, again, you could be doing something much better, but this is what they do. And he went into this whole thing about how I canceled this order and I got upset because he put me on blast and I sent him this real nasty email. The funny thing about it is this is the actual email. This is from Partey, who sent this to us. Because we basically ordered his product, he canceled, put the money back in the account, and we displayed his cancel order. And he got mad and sent me this. which didn't do you any good because all the threats you made were completely empty because we went and ordered more paint from you and you still cancel those. As a matter of fact, I had your shopping cart locked for 2 months because you were afraid to open up your shopping cart in fear that we were going to purchase from you. If you're going to talk trash about people's products, be prepared for the outlash of it all. This is how you carried yourself unprofessionally. This is how you speak to people. This email has been posted today to several forum sites showing how you treated us and how you talk to us at the end of the day. I don't send you stuff like this because I don't disrespect people. Look at this. And it's interesting how you say liable lawsuit when we actually are placing one against you, which we found it interesting with the fellow who called with the racist rants. He mentioned 2 things, copyrights and pictures. But don't worry about it. We got a team working on it. They'll have this information in no time at all. Now, after sending that nasty message, what did you leave at the bottom? Well, you left this. You left all your information. And then at the top, where does the email say it came from? It came from you. It was sent to us. Now, when you guys doctored the email, you basically missed a few things when you went in and recopied and redid the email to make it look like it came from me. But no, this is the original email. We all know how Hotmail works at the end of the day. That's very unprofessional. Let's get back to the other fellow here. I think it's here. No, it's right here. I think it's right here. We should know which one it is. Now, you can get upset all you want about us posting your number. And you can cry, oh, he violated my civil rights. I think this right here would basically argue against that altogether. If you basically talking about civil rights, calling someone's house and repeatedly calling them the N-word over and over and over again because you're upset. And it's funny because you mentioned 2 things, 2 keywords. You mentioned pictures and you mentioned copyrights. There's only one person that we're actually suing over copyright. One person. But you felt the need to call me up and call me these racist words and defend this. Yeah, it's hard to get a hold of me. You know why? I work. I don't have time to call people up and say nasty things to them because I work. But apparently you don't. You got time to be doing dumb stuff like this at the end of the day. So to explain to me how copyrights work, anytime you want to, I can leave you with one of my attorneys. You can talk to them and you can explain to somebody who has passed the bar and has been an attorney for quite some time how copyrights work. Oh, there's more. He added more in there. Oh, it's on blast. It's definitely on blast. It's on my business page. It's on my personal page. It's on 6 different forum sites we're in. And there's your time right there. Now, like I said, we received very colorful from, not only, I didn't receive too much colorful stuff from the other one, but yeah, the other one, Fernando, yeah, we received colorful stuff from him. That's what, another thing that's going to be brought up in court. That's why the attorneys will be requesting some jail time. There's some things he has done. I told you, we've got some stuff on him, some stuff I can't show you because this is involving court. But we've got some stuff on him that's pretty bad that will be requesting some sort of jail time. something has to be served for that mess. Like I said, this is what we deal with. And this is something you're going to have to deal with in business. You're definitely going to deal with this in business. It's definitely going to happen. No doubt about it. You're definitely going to deal with it. I don't care what race you are. You're going to deal with some type of crazy nonsense in the day. People working customer service, they know exactly what I'm talking about because they deal with that crap just about every day. You got to deal with some joker coming in doesn't know how to carry himself right. Now, like I said, do I have hatred for the person? No. If I'm putting them on blast? Yes. Yeah, yes. This is something you don't keep secret at the end of the day. If anyone's going to sit there and say, oh, you're wrong for posting this, then there's something wrong with you at the end of the day. Because you don't say this to people at the end of the day. You don't use this word at all, period. And if he feels that I'm wrong for posting his phone number, well, guess what? Learn how to treat people with a little more respect, and your number doesn't get posted all over the place because you shouldn't be saying this to people to begin with. How bold are you to text me and send me this at the end of the day, thinking that you're not going to get put on blast? This is the digital age. Do you understand that? So when you jokers sit there and send memes and freaking unprofessional emails toward us with curse words and carry yourself in the most nastiest ways on the face of the planet, you will get posted. You will be put on blast so everybody can see what you are at the end of the day. For Fernando and Partey, again, very unprofessional how you carry yourselves at the end of the day. And now all that stuff that you call yourself being funny about, you thought was hilarious, is going to come back to bite you in the face because it's being posted. I told you when we were doing the transaction, I am your customer. Just like if you buy from me, you become my customer. So it is up to me to make sure your order is processed, shipped out to your front door with a tracking number with respect. Even if you call me the N-word, even if you said this and you said that about me at the end of the day, if you said nasty things about me, you treated me like trash, it is still my responsibility as a professional to send that package to your front door with the product in it. I don't send people products with black paint on. No, that's not the way you do things. When you do things like that, it comes back to bite you in the face because now that person has potential evidence showing that you do not carry yourself in a good business professional form. You don't. Just because you're doing it toward me, keep in mind, this reflects on anyone who sees that documents now. Clearly showing you backing us in an email, giving us an invite to buy, and then not only canceling the orders, but leaving these nasty messages in each one of the orders. Doesn't look good. You doing memes about me doesn't make you look good at the end of the day. It makes you look unprofessional. So when you two gentlemen are ready to order the real 100% product, you order from the site. Don't call me. Don't email me. Order from the site. And don't waste any more of my time. The reason why I said don't call me because I'm a busy man. Do not waste my time with trying to record me on live to get me to give you a confirmed to order if you were never going to order to begin with. Don't waste my time. Your time may be good for wasting, mine's not. Now, I'm glad we got all this out in the open. I'm going to post the rest of your receipts because we had people that were asking about, have people done business with you? How are your business practices? And I have done business with you. And this is what I received from you. You don't have any canceled orders from me. You have no products coming to your house with different formulas or mixtures in it. That's not what it's supposed to be. Not at all. You have never ordered from my site, not ever. And the excuse that you constantly use that we have to go to this person, no, you do not. You can come directly to me and order from me, both of you, which we are still waiting. But I think at the end of the day, you are afraid. By the end of the month, I will have all your products here. All right, then, people, glad we got all that out of the way. And like I said, sorry that, people have to go through this, but yeah, there's other people go through far worse than this. I mean, far, far worse than this. People receive death threats and all kinds of stuff. But unfortunately, this is what people have to go through. When you run a business, you're going to have to go through some crazy stuff. And I mean, some really crazy stuff. Down through time, you develop an armor, it's real thick armor at the end of the day where it doesn't phase you, but it's still there at the end of the day. It's just sad that you see people that are really still bent on using this word at the end of the day to describe a person at the end of the day. That's pretty sad. And as for you two jokers, it's sad how you carried yourself as you get on camera, you want to act like you're a professional, but at the end of the day, you're far from it. All right, I got to get downstairs. We just developed the gamer paint, and I want to get a chance to test this stuff out. Got to go. Thank you all, and God bless.